All right, boys, today we're going to be looking at the dark and the light unit. Today is a double episode special, so you have to like the video. I'm doing two types at once. It's a lot of work, okay? Green, blue, red, all one type, very easy, but dark and light, two types in one, it's pretty tough. Anyway, I put them here provisionally. I don't know if I want to call Melios the best dark unit yet. I don't know if I want to call this the best light unit yet, but regardless, let's move. Let's look at them first, okay? Let's look at, God, I hate this. Let's look at Liz first. So stat-wise, she has really good subsets. I can't show them like in-game, but like trust me, she has really good subsets. All of these are super good. Now, Flood. Flood is pretty good. Because you'll see she's probably gonna stay healthy most of the time. Now, for the few people that might think this way, Flood does not matter how much HP you have. You could have 5 million HP or 5 HP, it doesn't matter. It matters what percentage of HP you're on. So let me show you, okay? If I do this, right? Okay, this is 1 bar of health. All right, let me just do this a little bit more. Okay, all right. This is 1 bar of health, right? This has 5 million HP, right? And this is another bar of health. This has 5, or let's say 50 HP, right? Now they both get hit by some sort of card, right? And they're like, actually, no, I can just do this, right? At this point, Flood card is gonna have an 80% damage increase and an 80% damage increase, because this doesn't matter. What matters is this 100% HP right now, right? 100%. Both these are 100%. Okay, so Flood will always do max damage here. Doesn't matter. You can have 100, like a 15 million, right? You can have 515 billion. You can have 1 bazillion trillion everything, right? Like it works. It does not matter. There's 100% that matters. Okay, just want to keep this because like some people might think that way. I know a lot of people think that way. But yeah, Flood, very good card. It scales of attack, only attack unless you're Reinhardt, and very strong. Now her AOE is broken. Volley of Light, it does damage. It's an AOE. It does damage based on her attack and her health, right? For each ultimate move gauge orb, inflicts additional damage equal to 3, 5, 8% of health. Let me show you what 8% is. Let me show you what 8% is on other units. Right. We look at Bot ult. At 6/6, it's 45%, right? Now, you look at this, 8% for each ult gauge orb you have. So let's say you have 5. This is 40%. Let's look at Goth's ultimate. Wow, it's 40% at 6/6. And then in addition to that, she also has this attack multiplier, and her attack is going to be really high. Really high. So this card hits hard on her ultimate. This is 60%, right? So you get a bit more health, but you don't get the attack. So I think at best they're like probably like the same, but like this is an ultimate. If you had 5 ult gauge, this is an ultimate. If you had 5 ult gauge, this is also an ultimate. Hey, funny how that works. Anyway, her ultimate is really good. Does a lot of damage. To revive doesn't really matter, because if you don't kill them, then you lose. So I think it doesn't matter, but it is strong. I guess it sort of mattered on Skull and Hadi for like a limited time, but like who cares? But yeah, that's just already really good, right? Because she has really high stats. Archangels are known to get really high stats because they get all the basic stats from like Margaret, right? And you can proc these much easier with like Green Sariel, and then you have like a backline unit that gives you more basic stats. It's just really good, okay? Team, really good. And then, brother, I'm not reading this. Every time someone uses a card, or a card gets triggered, like a counter card gets triggered, like Green Sariel in this case, or he gets attacked and he counters, she gets 4% basic stats up to 6 times, which is 24%, which is nice. And then once you're at 20, once you have those 24, once you've used 6 cards or 6 skills have occurred from your side of the field, you heal everyone on your team for 30% of their max HP, which is really good. And then she gets an increase to all her stats by 15% for 5 turns. Now this is including her crit chance, her crit damage, her crit defense, her crit resistance, her lifesteal, her pierce rate, her resistance, her regeneration, everything. All these stats get just 50% added to it, which is really, 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 really strong. Like stupid strong. And the only restriction she has on passive is that they have to be an Archangel or a Sin, and you wouldn't use her with anything else anyway, so it doesn't matter, and she's godlike. So that's it. That's pretty much it. She's just really good with them, and that's why I think she's the best light unit. Now let's talk about the dark one, Melios. I hate his passive. I hate talking about it. So every time an ally uses a single target attack, it doesn't matter like if they're an Archangel, a Sin, a collab character, as long as it's a single target that an ally uses, he counts to. He increases all his stats by 6% for 3 turns. All his stats by 6%. All. Crit chance, crit damage, pierce rate, regeneration rate, lifesteal, everything. HP, attack, defense, everything. For 3 turns. Up to 5 times. So 30% to all stats, which is double what she has, but less basic stats. But double crit chance, double crit damage, like all the good stuff is doubled. Now, it could end here. These are all blue buffs, and he has an amplify that plays into this. An amplify is 30% per active buff. So if he has 5 buffs, that's 150% extra damage on this card. And he starts doing stupid damage, because then this becomes like 1,000% multiplier or more. So this is really, really strong. And now the other thing is, if there's 2 single target attacks that are used in the same turn, then you also get 8% damage reduction, and this also stacks up 5 times, which means you get 40% damage reduction, which is stupid strong, which makes him, like, I know this is a PvP tier list, but it makes him broken in PvE too. But yeah, in PvP this matters, and you can get this super easy, right? Most matches you'll have at least 16% damage reduction, right? Or maybe even 24, or maybe even 32, depends. And it's so strong, it's just so strong. And then his AoE Pierce card, his Pierce rate is so stupid high, and he also increases all his stats every time anyone does a single target. So this gets even higher. It's so strong. And his ultimate is like the strongest ultimate in the game. It's just stupid. The fact that this scales, this shouldn't scale. This should not have scaled. This should have stayed the same. But yeah, he decreases all the enemy stats, which I don't think even matters, but I guess it does slightly. He removes all buffs and stances, which is really important nowadays, especially. And then he just does like a stupid, like tremendous amount of damage. He's just like pure damage and damage reduction in one kit, right? Where she is like a lot of damage, slow burn damage, and just a lot of health, like basic stats, a lot of basic stats, revive, healing, stalling, and then doing a stupid amount of damage. Like, she's my second favorite dude in the game right now. Like, Merle is my favorite, and she's my second favorite. She's really cool the way she works. I just wish Archangels were cooler. But yeah, she's really, really strong. Obviously, I think she's the best light unit, and then he's definitely the best dark unit. And he's arguably one of the best units in the game too. Like, if I made a tier list, like if these 4 could be the top 4 units right now in PvE, in PvP. I think these are the top 5. Top 5 PvP units right now. But like, he doesn't count, because this is Grace, so I don't want to count him like this, right? Like, he's like here. But yeah, these 5 best 5 units, right? And before Reinhardt, it was these 5. So yeah. Anyway, that's it, boys. That's all the tier list done. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you disagree with my placements of Melios and Liz, let me know. You're stupid. Good job.